Now the final picture is the very attractive Border Collie. The first thing I'm going to point out to you is that this particular dog has got one blue eye and one brown eye. Not you can see that very easily, but that's a brown eye. So what do? Do I follow what I do here? No, I don't. I'm going to have to make them both with the brown eyes. Okay, so we don't have to worry about blue in this case for the eye. The other thing we've got to look at here is the tongue, which is very, very unusual colour. It's not just red, so I've dispensed with the reds I normally use with another selection. So these are the selection I've got. We white, the ivory, most certainly, we need those two. The greys I've elected to keep and stay with the earthy greys in this case. So I have 270, 273, but I've added, and 175, but I've also added 181 because again I can see that in the picture. Okay, black, obviously black, we need black, so we've got that as well. Now these other colours, 169, again, this is a good colour. We've used it mostly, it can be used here, I can see it in the fur, so that would be added to our greys really. Now the tongue, this is the bit I was talking about. I've selected these colours for the tongue, that is 124, 191 and 131, quite unusual, but they will really look good on that tongue. So those are the colours selected that. Remember that I may well have to go back to my jars to find more colours. These are only colours I think I'm going to use. I've elected to have 138 and 160 again because once again these will give us the tones that are in the tongue. So you've got to remember when you're looking at a reference picture, that's all you've got. This is all I've got here. I haven't got the dog in front of me, so I have to rely on this reference picture. So I do what I see. I can make some of it up, but I don't like to make colours up too much. So I'm sticking with what I see here. And those colours too can be added, just touches of those colours can be added to the nose. Now, move on to the ochres. 186 I would say is a colour that I would use, but I've also got 187. Now I don't often use both colours, but I'm looking here that I might well have to. So I've got both out just in case, and I'll choose when I get to it which ones I'm going to use. Oranges, well this is very, very attractive. This is one reason why I picked this particular picture, because it had that lovely orangey look to it. And it's unusual, very unusual. I've not seen a dog like this before. This is why I chose it. So those two oranges, which is 109 and 113, we may well use. 182, now there's a colour that I can't actually see in the picture. It's very rare, but I can't actually see it in this picture, folks. But knowing that I invariably do use it, I've put it in. Actually looking at it again, I can just see areas of ochre here. I may well put it as a part of the build up to the ears and the fur, dark fur. 283 and 177, well those colours together with our 186 or our 187 depending will certainly be used for the eye. You can't see that eye very well at all, so that will be subdued, but that one is quite bright, so we'll have to use it for that. And then the blues. Now the blues, these colours can be added into the fur, and certainly in here would look good too. So those are colours that we could add if we need them, and I've just selected three there, 140, 143 and 157. May not use them, but I've got them anyway. So there's our selection, and I think that most of those colours I'm going to be using in this picture when we come to do it. I'm looking forward to this because I love dogs anyway, and this particular picture is a cracker, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it too when the time comes. But there's a selection. I hope you've enjoyed this little adventure into how to choose colours. Gosh, I could find so many more pictures, but I've chosen four pictures which I consider to be really good. We're going to be doing them anyway, so I'm going to be using these colours and you can see me using them, but I hope that it helps you when you come to look at your reference picture to help you choose the ones that you need. Bye for now.